Go on now, Iengu. Nachika is still resting.
Hey, Tlasoli, we're here!
Oh, what a surprise. And even Shilone...
Oh, it's been a while since I've seen you, Auntie. I received Nachika's letter. She wanted a copy of To Kill the Brave, right? There are several editions of the book in Natlan. I asked a messenger from the Scions of the Canopy. It seems this...
You haven't changed. Let's go inside. I was just boiling some chocoatl, so you can all try some. Shilonen used to love drinking chocoatl. When she was little, she would always have several cups every time she came to visit me. You were already a big girl by the time I finally had my Nachika. Alright, for now let's... Oh,
Auntie, let's go inside. Traveler, please help me get her into the house.
Oh, Paimon will help too! Be good, Iengu, and don't get in the way.
All right, let's get indoors.
sorry. Nachika's illness has been flaring up recently, so I was up for a few nights. I suddenly started to feel dizzy in the sun. I hope I didn't scare you. Have a seat. I'll fetch you a few cups of chocoatl. Please wait a moment.
Oh, I've already brought them over. This cup's for you, Auntie. And these are for you, too.
Chocolatl?
Oh, don't worry. Auntie always adds a lot of
The last time you came to visit, you were still just a kid. But now you're a pillar of the Children of Echoes. No, of all Natlan even.
Oh, well, it's all thanks to the drinks I had here and the books I happened to read.
We heard that you two are from the same tribe, but Paimon had no idea you were so close.
When I was little, my parents were always talking about how skilled Auntie was at forging ancient names. The moment I became idle at home, they would toss me into Auntie's workshop to watch and learn.
Then I would have your parents go back, boil you a pot of chocoatl, and let you play in the house.
Yeah, and then I would drink and listen to you banging away with your tools in the workshop. But eventually, she moved out of the tribe to find some more space, and I didn't have the chance to visit again after that.
But why did you seem so familiar with the place when you went to the kitchen for the drinks just now?
Because the layout of this place is identical to her old house. Let me see. Yeah, That should be Nichka's bedroom then.
That's right. I remember you used to hunker down in the room to read and draw. But you're all grown up now. Even if you wanted to live here, I'm afraid you've already outgrown Nichka's bed. That's how Nichka sees Shilonen too. Whenever she's feeling better, she always asks me when her pen pal sister will be coming to visit.
Well, yeah, I'm here now. And even brought a gift as an apology.
You said Nichka asked you for the book?
Oh, really? Well, yeah, I wasn't able to help her when she...
Don't be too hard on yourself, Shilonen. You have great responsibilities as the name engraver of the tribe. The responsibilities on your shoulders also became far heavier.
You just had more important things to tend to, Auntie. No one in the tribe blames you. We all know that nature...
But that doesn't change the fact that I gave up on my work. And I'm sorry to leave you to shoulder...
Oh.
Whoa, why so somber all of a sudden?
Oh, relax, Auntie. I can handle the work. You'll be the one who's busy then. And...
If that day really comes, you can have as much chocolatl as you like. If you asked me before, but now that she is gradually recovering, I've looked Nichka's illness actually that night. I was in the tribe. Before we could finish our discussion, the alarm started to ring outside. Oh, I joined the fray as well. And it wasn't until the monsters were repelled that I got back home with some I can't remember how long I spent searching for her. Maybe if she was holding a dried up embercore flower in her hand, and there were traces of abyssal corruption around her wounds. I know. It was all my work was busy at the time, so I told her that if she could find an embercore... Oh, Nichka, my daughter. I was the one who decided to move my workshop to the outskirts of our tribe. Oh.
Whoa, hey! She already has the strength to write letters now, doesn't she?
Sorry. Phew. I asked someone to buy some ingredients for me. So, why don't you stay for dinner tonight?
We'll help. That sounds like a lot to make, and we don't want you to tire yourself out. Huh? She mentioned all those...
Thank you. You three just need to make sure everything gets...
Oh, we haven't had anything to eat yet, so don't worry. We'll make sure there are no leftovers.
Ah, it just occurred to me that Shilonen likes to eat...
Both are fine with me. I've learned to just chew up the fish bones now.
Oh, come on now. If you don't want to pick out the bones, I can just take them out for you. Anyway, for dessert, would you like a cup of grain fruit or chocolate?
Cup of grain fruit!
How about a cup of green fruit mixed with chocolate?
Okay, got it. I ordered a bunch of ingredients. Come on, Shilonen. Stop lying around. You should...
Hey, I'm not a kid anymore, you know. You don't have to worry about my appetite.
That's beside the point. If you don't watch out for your health while you're still young, then when you get older, you'll...
All right. I'm getting up.
We'll go check on the ingredients with Shilonen. It is... ingredients yet.
A messenger from the Scions of the Canopy wouldn't be no need to look. There isn't anyone on the cliffs.
Hey, you there!
Oh, are you the one who's supposed to deliver the ingredients?
Ingredients? Are you kidding? I was nearly eating my...
Shilonen, we... Whoa, she's already gone up to fight the monsters? Let's go help!
Time to go. Cut!
Shower me with praise!
Bow your head.
All right, that should... Oh, it also seems wrong.
Strange, we didn't see any monsters on the way here.
Yeah, right. I use this road to deliver goods It's the main road in and out of the tribe, so people often come here to clear out any monster. I don't know what happened, but it seems like all the monsters are... Tisoli doesn't even fork. If she comes back, strange.
Look at that! He has a blaze gem inscription too!
You should go back to the tribe. It seems like you had quite the scare. I'll carry these bags, and you two can carry...
Huh?
If you say so. Thank you so much. I guess today's just a really bad day.
That's so weird. Paimon's not sure how to...
Once you live longer, let's bring the ingredients back. Otherwise, we won't have anything to eat tonight.
Let's do this then! Settle down! Yes, you are. Qualified after all.
Ah, you're finally back.
Oh, yeah, we, ran into some...
All right. As long as everything's okay.
Whoa, there's so much tasty food! You're amazing, Tlisoli!
They were all pretty simple dishes to make. Don't be shy. Dig in, everyone.
But Paimon can't reach that dish! Could you give Paimon some? Come on!
Ooh, yeah. Can I get a...
You're done already? Do you even chew when you're eating?
Of course! Didn't I say that I chew up the fish? I'll have just one more fish and leave the rest for Nechka.
It's okay. Just go ahead and eat all you'd like. Her body is too weak to digest these kinds of things.
Oh no. But Paimon thought she'd already recovered.
Injuries caused by the abyss cannot be undone. The doctor said, but it's okay. Nechka can talk to me now, even if she will never again know. The doctor said the abyss has had an irreversible effect on Nechka. The doctor also said this sort of memory loss isn't like simply forgetting something.
Huh? But how does...
You know about the woven scrolls that the Masters of the Night Wind... Well, generally speaking, forgetting things is like when the woven scrolls would gradually start to fade. But the case of Nechka's memory loss is as if her woven scroll had been cut. The books she loved to read, the flowers she took joy to grow, and the time she spent in this house were all cut off by the abyss. As one example of that, she's a good kid, but I've always had a feel Nechka really has no...
So you plan on recreating Nechka's woven scroll?
What do you mean?
Or should I say, you've already started reweaving that scroll long ago. The delivery guys. I saw it hanging from his waist, so I asked to borrow it. Don't worry, I'll return the inscription to him once we've
When did you know?
Yeah, I noticed it back when Blaze Gem inscriptions suddenly... But it was then that I also noticed that everyone wearing Blaze Gem inscriptions Traveler, you've picked up on it too, haven't you? Accessories made using ancient names forging techniques. Huh. For what's only supposed to be the shapes and patterns of these engravings are all by making just a few slight adjustments to the layout and connections of the main pattern, and yet you've never told anyone about these engravings and the blaze gem inscriptions that can be activated. Am I right, Auntie?
I knew you were a sharp one, Sheila. That's right. I have a way to cure Nechka and restore. I want to forge an ancient name for Nechka that contains all of her past memories.
And the reason they must be approved by the extracting those memories from the ley lines? But your plan wouldn't need you to your blaze gem inscriptions will help you complete that part of your plan, and the ancient names you're trying to forge will be used.
A memory bank? Wait, so the reason all those people were having trouble remembering stuff is because the blaze gem inscriptions took away any
Using other people's memories of Nechka to reconstruct her.
You've seen through my plans, Shilonin. You're as outstanding as ever. Far more brilliant. I intend to use this method to collate all the memories related to Nechka.
But wouldn't extracting memories like that...
Not at all. Every time a blaze gem inscription extracts memories, the process is under my This is the central inscription that controls all, which will also soon
You made all of this yourself, Tlasoli?
Yes. It was lots and lots of work. It was truly exhausting. You saw it yourself. I nearly fainted just from I could collapse tomorrow, or even in the next few moments. But Nechka's ancient name is still far. I've solved the issue of storing memories, but I still don't know how to connect Nechka up to this central inscription.
I've thought you just modify your own ancient name.
I considered it, but this matter doesn't have anything to do with my ancient name. It's of no help to me, and I don't need its help now.
You know the price to pay for making something like this.
Yes, I do. But as long as I can get my Nechka back, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Otherwise, Nechka won't have any chance of reclaiming her past once I'm dead and gone. She won't remember me, and she won't even remember why her name is Nechka. When that time comes, she'll be left to drift around the world all alone, unknowing of where she came from or where she should go. She is my daughter, the one to whom I gave the Nechka name. Whether it be as her mother or as a name engraver, I can't simply stand by and let her name disappear.
Shilonin?
I'll take the central inscription with me. I'm going to completely disassemble it to confirm its components and uses, and I won't make any promises until I've checked everything. Say goodnight to Nechka for me, Auntie.
Oh, wait. I've also finished the inscriptions for the Traveler in Paimon. Let me fetch them for you. I'm sorry it took me so long to finish them.
Hold on, Auntie. The Traveler and Paimon have never met Nechka before, so you can't draw any memories from them.
That wasn't my intention. They're just ordinary gifts. Please, take them.
Huh? What was that noise?
Nechka must have woken up and wants to get out of bed on her own. Sorry, I'll go check on her first. Nechka, don't try to get out of bed. Just tell Mom if you need anything.
You go ahead and take care of Nechka, Auntie. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon. There are a few things I want to tell you. Let's head back to the tribe first. There are some things I need to get from my workshop. Disassembling the central inscription? It's not going to be easy. Bring it! You two can wait outside for a moment. I just need to go in and grab something. The workshop is a little messy, so unfortunately, I won't be able to show you around. Oh, yeah, that's not really what I mean. It's not the mess that's really the problem. It's just that the workshop is cluttered with way too much stuff. Books, files, and even ancient texts I got from the Masters of the Nightwind. Everything's piled up to the ceiling. You probably won't know where to step once you're inside. Kachina suffered quite an unfortunate series of events the last time she went inside. Well, I suppose it was my fault for being so focused on searching for information at the time that I forgot to lock the door. After entering the workshop, she was shocked to find herself face to face with a massive woven scroll from the Masters of the Nightwind, and then she turned around and knocked over a huge stack of forging blueprints. She tried to step out of the way, but tripped on a poster tube that was behind her, and then boom! The forging blueprints came crashing down right onto her head.
Oh no!
She's lucky I noticed in time. I found Kachina in a daze and managed to save her before an entire set of the history of the Children of Echoes was about to bury her. I then dragged her up to the second floor. Ever since then, Kachina always waits outside the door and doesn't dare take a step in whenever she comes to see me.
Yeah, you're an artisan and craftswoman after all. We thought there would be weapons and armor hanging all over the place. But it seems more like a library than a workshop.
Well, my primary work is forging ancient names, which is much trickier than making swords and tools. Aside from the necessary craftsmanship, I also need to consult many ancient texts. You probably already know that each ancient name represents a certain spirit, behind which are countless related stories to support it. In other words, the essence of an ancient name is the physical manifestation of a certain spiritual will. And as a name engraver, when I'm working on a new ancient name, I'm not only trying to give it a physical shape, but more importantly, I'm also trying to understand the spirit contained within the name. And to do that, I have to collect as many related stories as possible and read through them all. But, as you might know, people tend to add a lot of extraneous details when it comes to stories about themselves. For stories that have been clearly exaggerated or altered, I must gather other related stories and information as cross-references. This way, I can filter out all the absurd and exaggerated details and restore the person's life to its true nature. Only in true stories can you find the authentic spirit. And this is the only way for the spirit to become an...
We've heard about the concept behind
Well, no matter how powerful ancient names could be, they would never be able to suddenly turn into a blade or allow you to smash through an entire cliff in one punch. It's just a form of spiritual power that's passed down from generation to generation. Well, take your own names, for example. From the moment you appeared in this world, and that person then condensed this blessing, it may feel like the moment you received your name is already in the past, but it will always stay with you and move with you in the future. Names are blessings for the future from people standing in the past. Well, that's what Auntie once told me. And with this blessing, people will become more
Oh, Paimon gets that, but if someone else is walking with you, then it won't be nearly as scary. And the Traveler always has Paimon by his... Oh, Paimon sure many wish they could be in your shoes, Traveler. Paimon's always flying, of course it gets tiring. But we're getting off topic. We can talk about that later.
Anyway, this is what Plisoli told me when I was training as a name engraver. And to be honest, I've only understood 20% of what she said at most. I've never been able to figure out the rest.
But doesn't that mean you basically don't get it?
Well, that's not entirely true. Auntie and I have at least come to a consensus on the most important thing. You know what? I am sick of talking. We can talk about all of this later. Please, wait a moment while I grab my things.
Did you hear a whole section of...
It's fine, it's fine. It was just a bunch of very old ancient name records. I've already made copies of them. I, kept this set of phlogiston wedges in the back, so it wasn't easy to take out. I had to resort to brute force. Come on, let's go disassemble the central inscription. It shouldn't take long. Here we are. This is the place.
This cliff is pretty high. What are we going to do here? Are we going to climb to the very top and then throw this inscription down the cliff?
I'm going to use... Now let me see if this thing can even turn on. I was still an apprentice last time. Before we attempt to engrave the inside pattern of an ancient name with only after we've if we want to dismantle the central inscription in a non-destructive manner...
Oh, so you'll be...
For the most part. If it were just an ordinary unfinished ancient name piece, I'd just take it apart and pour phlogiston into the... But since it's a central inscription, it would be better not to
So, Shilonen, does this central inscription fall under the 20% you understand about ancient names? Or the other 80% you don't understand?
Oh, don't worry. As I said, Auntie and I, which is, names are only by having names can... For example, when I order ore, I would usually say, I need volcanic crystal. Without specific names, I would only be able to go to the ore merchant and say, I want this and this. No, this isn't it. That one. No, not that one either. Yeah, you see what I mean? Names are a crucial part of how we standardize our workflow. Without names, the work would be impossible. Yes, because forging ancient names is first and foremost a technical job. There's no debating that. As for the question of why it's important, as long as it does not affect your ability to perform your work, you'll gradually understand it as you put the process into practice. After all, well, let me break it down even further. We're not in the tribe right now anyway. Essentially, by forging ancient names, I'm assigning nicknames. Giving someone a name is a subjective expression, but giving someone a nickname is if ancient name. So the best I can do is gather all the information I could and try to come up with the most fitting nicknames possible. Even a minor mistake in the process could cause people to misunderstand the nickname. For a name engraver such as myself, such mistakes would be considered a major blunder.
Paimon isn't trying.
Phew. Now, of course, this is also.
A nickname? Shilonen. Well, she uses phlogiston to forge weapons and make names for others.
Yeah, not bad, and quite fitting too. I'll remember it. But, you should keep observing my work, Paimon. Maybe you'll come up with an even better nickname. Right, okay, time to make like a smith and start smithing. Watch closely. Bring it! Adjust the inclination by 2 degrees. Stop. The error margin is within an acceptable amount, but I'll extend the inscription link a little more just to be safe. I'll leave some space here. When the linked engravings are activated, the inscriptions here will overlap with each other. And there! That should complete the flow.
Amazing, Shilonen! You were running all over that cliff as if it was flat ground!
Oh no, it doesn't have anything to do with my tribe. It's just the phlogiston adhesive I have on my shoes. But after all that running around, I'll have to infuse them with more phlogiston again. Huh. I should prepare a spare supply of phlogiston to bring with me next time. More or less, yeah. I can show them to you when we next find. Let me see. Start with anchor 1 and
Whoa! A super huge diagram just Tlasoli's central inscription is even... So are you done checking the inscription, Shilonen? How does it look?
I didn't find any anomalies in the phlogiston engraving. All the adjustments are indeed based on ancient name engraving techniques.
That means we can help Tlisoli and...
Well, probably, but I have good news and bad news.
Paimon will cover her ears after the good news.
Well, even if you cover your... What are your thoughts on absorbing memories? But if you ask me, there's a problem. It's, hard to by herself. Auntie can't handle that level and scope of work, but if she has accomplices...
Accomplices?
Well, here's the good news. Yes, this Blaze Gem from a purely objective standpoint, we can... The bad news is, there's still an underlying problem with this Blaze Gem inscription that cannot be ignored. I believe I've mentioned this before. Ancient, in this process, the YUB actually function like relays. If you remove the YUB from the trying to scoop up a specific grain of sand... Exactly. Anyone who attempts to do so will likely lose most of their cognitive function or become a babbling madman. Now, let's consider there's no way Auntie would let Nechka and considering that Nechka has forgotten all of her past, she'll be unable to work on her own to accurately find the correct past. Only Aunt Tlisoli can help her filter the correct memories of her past. So, if my hypothesis is correct, Auntie, in an ideal world, this would be perfectly fine. As long as every extracted memory is correct, Nechka would essentially be getting her past back. And I also believe that there won't be any mistakes, but Auntie is not a YUB. Her...
What? How can we solve this problem?
Names are blessings for the future from people standing in the past. I've also made up my mind.
Shilonen, it looks like you've made your decision. Am I right?
Yes, here's some research that I've done. You can reference it to modify the way the central inscription operates. I'll also help you continue working on the Blaze Gem inscriptions, but I must have complete control over all the inscriptions and the ability to oversee their uses. The memories that can be absorbed by the inscription will be limited solely to Nechka's past. We'll plan a set time frame together from which the memories can be drawn from shortly. If you attempt to extract any memories beyond this scope, then I'll consider that as committing a criminal act and halt after the memory bank is constructed. The Blaze Gem inscription's absorption functions must—
I accept. Thank you, Shilonen.
Auntie, you know I can't stand it when you do this. If you needed my help, you should have just said so. There's no need to beat around the bush like you did.
Using technology for ancient names to forge other things without permission is...
Yes, it's a major departure from the technology's intended use, but it's nothing compared to a child who needs... But once this is all over, you must come with me to see Pakal.
That's fine. I'm willing to accept any...
All right, let's clear off the table and come up with a plan. I need some time to consider how to let Nechka control the Blaze Gem inscription on her own.
How could I just hand her a birthday present that you specially brought? I've picked out a box and packaged it up. Wait till her birthday.
No, it's just an old book. There's...
Oh, is Nachka up again? But, what? Uh-oh. What?
Nachka, don't hurt yourself.
Shilonen, is that you? You're Nachka?
How many times have I told you? Don't get out of bed.
Hello, Nechka.
Thank you for the book. I've already read it several times. You've already read it? But didn't Tlesoli package up the book that Shilonen brought?
No, she's all mixed up. The one she read isn't from Shilonen. It's one I bought for her before. A few days ago, she told me she wanted a book. I know nothing about these kinds of books, so I had no choice but to go to the tribe and look for a copy. I eventually found one and bought it for her. I put it in her room once I got back. Soon after, she suddenly developed a fever. I was so busy taking care of her that I forgot about the book and even forgot that she had asked you for a gift.
Auntie, do you know which version of the book you bought?
Which version? The shopkeeper said it was the one with the perfect ending to the story. Apparently that's the only one you can find on the market now. Ugh, it's all my fault. You wasted your money and now it won't even be a surprise.
Oh, it's all right. It's just a book. As long as Nechka enjoys it, that's what matters.
Oh, right. Nachka probably doesn't know us. You're Paimon and Mr. Traveler. Mom told me about you. Oh! Seems like everyone knows who we are now.
Yeah, Nechka seems to be doing pretty well today. Since she's been stuck indoors for the last few days, why don't we take her out for a walk?
Take her for a walk. But considering her condition, I don't think she...
Oh, don't worry, Auntie. She'll be safe with the Traveler and me. We won't leave the tribe, and if anything comes up, we'll be sure to find the doctor immediately. Besides, it's her birthday in a few days, and we need to go to the tribe to buy some things. Let's give her a proper celebration. What do you think, Auntie?
I promise I'll be good, Mom. Didn't you say before that I need more fresh air?
All right. As you wish. I also happen to have a few repaired Blaze Gem inscriptions that I need to get back to the tribe. We can go together. Wait for a moment. I'll go get Nachka's water bottle and some towels. Some medicine. Oh, and a parasol.
Talk about being prepared.
It doesn't hurt to be prepared. Okay, let's go. Please be good now, Nachka. Don't cause any trouble for Shilonen and the others.
Oh, you can let me carry these. And don't be a stranger, Nechka. Feel free to tell us anything. And even I was quite a handful for Auntie when I was little.
Yeah! It's not often you get to go out to play, so just have fun. Everything will be fine. Okay, thanks everyone. And please don't worry, Mom. I'll be good.
Let's go look for Ignal. I've had her Blaze Gem inscription for a while now, and I'll finally return it to her today.
We should, take a break after all that running around. Yeah, let's rest here for a bit.
Tosoli, what brings you to the Oh, she seems to be doing much better now.
I hope so. Here, Ignal.
Oh, thank you for bringing it back for me. Oh, by the way, I came across... I remember that Nechka would be...
I'm sure she'd love that.
My pleasure. Give me a moment.
Oh, I can make the jewelry for her. What,
I would like...
Something shaped like an embercore flower would be nice. She was always asking me before.
Mm-hmm, noted. I'll make that as a gift for her. Sorry, Nechka. It won't be a surprise for you.
That's okay.
Found it! Sorry to keep you waiting. By the way, Nechka, feel free to write to me if you ever... I was shocked last time when you wrote me up.
Sorry about that. She can hardly contain her curiosity now that she started. She's still too weak to go out whenever she wants, so she begs me every day to help her write letters to people in the tribe about all sorts of things.
That's how you know she's...
Everything's looking up! Oh, we're just like the main character in the new version of To Kill the Brave, when he was about to save his brother Remak. According to the story, we should be right around... To Kill prayed to the goddess of mountains and fire. Let my brother's name ever live on. I am willing to sacrifice my heart and blood in return. The goddess replied, I've heard your prayer, but your brother is no longer your... Then Tequil said, turn my blood... Oh, you remembered that whole line, Nechka? Paimon remembers that's exactly what the book... Huh? Wait, what did the book say? Both books in one sitting. A lot of their content is nearly... But the ending in the older version... Oh, wait. Nechka... That's not true. You already know the other ending? But didn't you only read the...
Hey, what are...
Huh? Mom. Mr. Traveler and I were just talking about how the bad guy was...
Aren't happy ending. Guess you'll have to go to bed early tonight. But I'll buy you some more fairy tales next time, okay?
Okay, Mom.
It's pretty good quality. I'll be able to give Nechka a beautiful and durable piece of jewelry for her next birthday. But, you know, for now, let's focus on celebrating her upcoming birthday. Where are we headed to next, Auntie?
Next, let's visit Apaish. He should be close by. Stay close, Nechka. Don't go too far.
Yes, Mom.
Why do my eyebrows keep twitching today?
That means you're about to hit the jackpot, Apashpalan.
I didn't expect to have two. What are you looking to buy, Tlazoli?
Whoa! Offering a discount just like...
She was once our name engraver.
Thank you for your generosity. I've finished. Come on, Nechka. Say thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, so this is Nechka. It looks like you're doing much better now.
No, that's all right. Mom told me that you've already given a lot to our
Oh, well, that was for your family. I've never given anything just for you.
Oh, no need to stand on ceremony, Auntie. His drills and small clamps are good quality. The measurements of each part are exact, and they're always... I always come here to buy things if I find... Oh, do you have any child-friendly safety scissors? I remember...
I have a few in stock, but I put...
Oh, no need to bring them all the way here. Why don't we just go in the back?
I don't know much about that kind of scissors. Why don't you just go yourself and...
Well, there are too many different designs and varieties of kid scissors. If you don't come and help me choose... Come on, Auntie. It'll only take a...
And there goes Shalon and dragging Tlazoli off to buy more stuff. Oh, I won't run off. Paimon's favorite? Tequila, of course. In the old version of the story, he was never able to reunite with his family, but he was still really strong and fought as best as he could. What about you, Nechka? I like Oh, the one who was possessed by Quatlique. But never, if it wasn't for his determination, both he and his brother would have been defeated by Quatlique in the final. Of course, a story's only. Hey, Nechka, why don't we play pretend? You can be Rima and Mr. Traveler, can I play the role of But isn't she the villain? In the old version, she even ate Remak and took on his appearance. Ah, right, she read the... Well, it doesn't matter. Only... My favorite line is the one from the end. It's...
Come here, Nechka. Look at you.
Mom!
Let me wipe your forehead. Now, drink some water.
We've picked something out for Nechka. A Paishpalan will deliver it to Auntie's house once he's packaged.
Oh, we were just about to get to the exciting part. Really? Oh, now that Paimon thinks about it, Shilonen has dragged Tlazoli away from us.
Let's talk later. Just trust... Oh, we should head to our last stop, Auntie. It's...
Right. Let's go see Chevin and head back home. I finished repairing your Blaze Gem inscription, Chevin. I've also...
Thank you. How about the volcanic crystal?
Yes, thanks for that.
You're welcome. I just want to see Nechka get...
Thank you, Miss Chevin.
It's fine.
I was wondering where you got the ore for such a large-scale Blaze Gem inscription. So you must be one of Auntie's accomplices, then.
Oh, Shilonen.
We already know what's going on.
You had me worried there. To be honest, I won't be able to cover it up for much longer. I've been traveling away. The last time Pakal came and asked me about it, I could only say, as for why I had been leaving so often, I said that I'd sorry. I've been talking my head off. Please, come in and have a seat.
Sure, we can sit for a moment, but...
Miss Chevin, can I go see some of the jewelry over there?
You mean Amisha's work? Sure, go ahead. Remember to stay in the shade as much as you can.
Paimon wants to go too! We'll go together. Paimon hasn't looked at Natlan's jewelry very closely yet. Paimon's gonna take a good look at...
You haven't bought any jewelry for a while, Auntie.
Come on, Nichka! We don't know anything about Natlan's jewelry.
Mr. Traveler,
Come here, Nachka.
Huh?
Sorry, Chevin and Shilonen, but it's already getting late. It'll be Nachka's birthday in a few days, and...
No problem. I'll...
Mom,
You're getting hot again. Here, you forget to take care... Nachka.
Sorry.
Nichka's looking at us. Paimon feels like...
No, Nachka was having so much fun today that she... Let me help.
No, it's fine. I'll carry... Let's go, Nachka. It's time to go home. Thank you, everyone, for spending so much time with us today. Please be sure to come to Nachka's birthday party. Alright, it's...
Oh,
I understand. It's very special to receive a book from you. I'm sure she'll put it somewhere safe.
Yeah.
oh, put...
Well, I've read the story to her many times already.
No, that won't be a problem, Auntie. Nachka's probably never heard...
Oh,
The majority is about the same, but the ending is different. The one I gave her is the... It was released long before Nachka fell ill.
oh, but I remember you were never very...
Huh. Well, I was just thinking that if what you said about Nachka's illness is true, she shouldn't be able to remember anything. So, the ending to the original version of To Kill the Bird... In other words, if she hasn't recently read the old version of the story, then...
I don't understand. Why are you so concerned about the ending of this book? Maybe she snuck out somewhere when I wasn't watching and read the first...
Yeah, okay, that is a possibility. After all, in which case, yeah, let's go ask around the tribe. There are only a few shops in the tribe that sell books, or we can...
The booksellers all have inscriptions, so there's a chance...
So, you admit that the inscriptions can affect the tribe's current... I was very clear that I would consider that a crime and would stop all work on it.
There must be a few more books at home.
I do not wish to see your blood be reduced to ash, but I have seen the light of your...
I beg your pardon?
Nachka, where did you read that book? Answer me.
Go home, Nachka. Are you disobeying me?
You're the one who wrote me the letter, Nachka. You're the one who wanted the book. Only you can speak for yourself. We're listening, Nachka. Right?
Remember my name, brother. As long as you remember me, I will never have left.
Silence.
That's the line from the old ending. Nichka, remember?
I know everything. Shilonen, help me, please.
Something's blocking the door!
Get back!
Shilonen, wait for us!
The tunnel is blocked. We can't go in. There might also be traps.
Whoa.
It seems Auntie put all the extra inscriptions she made here. If she's trying to finish that ancient name...
What is this place?
Auntie's workshop. It was supposedly closed after she stepped down from her position in the tribe. But it appears that we've all been deceived.
Why are there people up ahead?
If you're up to shady business, you have to hire shady people to help you. Let's go, don't hesitate!
Forget it!
Follow the... Yeah! Bow your head.
Yep. Bring it.
The show begins!
Courage!
Into the wind.
Forget it!
one with nature.
Let's finish
The wind knows.
Bring it!
Settle down.
That was quick.
Forget it.
Wind strike.
All right.
Yes, you are.
The door's closed here too. Where should we go now?
The transport system seems to still be functioning. Let's go look for the controls and get this cart running again. Maybe it can take us further inside. All right, let's keep going. Bring it! Bring it!
You got here quick. Impressive.
Nechka's up there! What are you planning to do to her?
I never lied to you. All this time, even though she's not my daughter yet. But once everything is over...
What is she saying? Is she not Nechka?
So you figured it out. I want to use memories to awaken my nature. She has stayed in the Night Kingdom for far too long. She's afraid of the dark. I'm the one who made her stay there alone. So don't worry, Nechka. Mom hasn't forgotten anything. She has always remembered your name.
Then, who's that girl?
She's a child from my tribe. Her parents were killed in the same abyss attack. But wouldn't you know it, her birthday is the same as that of my Nechka. I raised her and took care of her for many years. I thought that taking her in would help me feel... I was so happy the first time she was willing to call me Mom. But then, I suddenly felt very... Is she really my child? My child's name is Nate. How could I be happy? As I said, I only want to bring Nechka back, and now, the time has come for me to pay. As for my useless ancient name... It's finally time. If you're not willing to help me, then you can become the fuel for Nechka's Shilonin, you have yet to make a move. I take it you're examining the inscriptions around you. It's no use. I've already set up the Blaze Gem inscriptions, and the engraving diagram has already begun to run. It's all thanks to your ideas. Now, the central inscription will finally become Nechka's ancient name. After Nechka returns, I'll make sure to invite you to her birthday party.
You're not gonna go up there, are you?
There's a flaw in this engraving diagram. The weak point is almost about to activate, so I'm...
Don't worry, Nechka. Don't worry.
3!
Mom will always be with you. I'll never...
2!
Wake up, Nechka.
1!
It's alright. It's alright. You'll see Mommy soon. Nechka.
Keep back! Those are distorted thoughts. And the mists are the thoughts' twisted cries. If you become tainted by them, they will control you, and you'll never be free again.
Where are you? I don't want medicine. It hurts. It hurts. Why am I alone?
Nechka, why?
No more medicine. Will you stay with me forever? Please never leave me again.
Telasoli, you're the one who twisted Nechka's name into a shackling prison. It's time for you to hear her true voice. Stone engraved and echoing peaks converge, disperse, in ashes be reborn, for flames born anew, and the blazing dawn.
Mommy will be with you. Nechka. Always. And forever.
Mommy, I've always been with you. And now you're finally listening to me. The old births the new, as flowers shield the roots, so life ever cycles until we return to the loam. We've known each other a while, but we've never met. You're Nechka? Yes, but I still don't know your name. My name's Nepeka. It really suits you. Nepeka, I bless you from the past and wish that every day of your future will be filled with peace and happiness.
Boring. Isn't there any...
I saw Nechka and was speaking with her, but now, where did she go? Nechka? Nechka? Where are you? Answer, Mummy. Please. Please. Shilonen, you saw her too, didn't you? You saw my little Nechka. I felt her hands and hugged her. Those gray shadows were just a minor mistake. I just need to restart the ritual again.
Have you still not...
What sense? She's just a little upset and was trying to ignore me. That child sure...
Enough, Tlisoli! The person you summoned with the Blaze Gem inscription wasn't the real Nechka. You collected memories of Nechka from countless people. But among what you gathered were not only real Didn't you realize what kind of emotions when people held a dying child's hand, when they felt her faint breath and saw the helplessness in her eyes, when they sensed her body? What could they feel? You absorbed those emotions into the Blaze Gem inscription. Those gray figures were projections of that past. They could only reproduce the appearance of Nechka in her sickly state. What the real Nechka wished to say was drowned out by those twisted and painful thoughts.
I didn't want things...
Nechka has always been... Everything has long been recorded on your ancient name. The one you said was useless. You exhausted every option and sacrificed everything in the hopes of saving your daughter. That is undeniable. But have you forgotten the true meaning of your own ancient name?
My ancient name is Undugu.
The immovable love between you and Nechka has already been recorded in your ancient name, but you chose to ignore that. Names are blessings from the past to the future. You told me that, Auntie. You gave Nechka her name, her first blessing. But now, you've turned her name into a prison by taking an innocent child captive, and you've imprisoned yourself.
Nechka is everything to me. Without her, I can't see any future for me. And as for blessings... What blessings have I had since the day she passed? I see her in my dreams every day, grasping my hand, telling me she's in pain, asking me to hold her. But I can't say anything. I can't grasp her hand. All I can do is shout her name over and over again until I wake up. Every day, every single day, I've hated myself, and ancient names too. Who knows? Maybe hate would have been the only thing left to her too.
You think Nechka would have come to hate you? Auntie, do you still remember the last words Nechka ever said to you? The reason you haven't felt a name without a past is nothing but a withered tree with no roots, rotting without a future. It's so...
Slowly now. Why don't you stay lying down? Shilonen, Nechka, Nepecha can already stand now, so we made our way over. Thank you, Paimon. I'm fine, really.
That's good. If you became Nechka, this isn't the place.
But what about Tlisoli?
Oh, don't worry. right, I've locked Auntie in the house with a few ropes. I'll take her to the tribe shortly to be punished for what she did. As for now, we can get away from the house and get some sun. After dealing with all of that, I'm completely out of energy.
She's already planned out everything. Shilonen sure doesn't waste time. It's still so scary to imagine. Tlasoli wanted to turn her adopted child into Nechka. Yeah, she was so cool in the final moments. She went right into action and took control of the situation instantly.
Well, it's all thanks to Nepeka's resilience. She never gave up. If it weren't for her bravely trying to get help, then I wouldn't have noticed Auntie's plan so easily.
It was thanks to all of you encouraging me. After all, this was already the last I tried to get the attention of many others who visited before, but even if I told them everything, Tlasol, all she had to do was start to cry, and then she would inspect all the letters I sent and any gifts I received. And then, if I didn't comply, she would force me to drink. It would put me to sleep for a few days, and it would be hard for me to remember anything. I would see a lot of weird things while I slept, and the walls around me would start talking. I would be so scared every day. If I wasn't able to get your...
You have us now, Nepeka.
Yeah.
You are already super brave, and you even managed to call Shilonen isn't the kind of person who gets distracted easily by crying. She pays attention when someone's talking and doesn't miss a beat.
And it was because of your help that I was able... Without you, it would have been extremely difficult for... Tlasoli would certainly be more on guard if I tried to speak with her, and would probably have just kept Nepeka locked up in her room again.
So we had a part to play too! But where did Tlasoli even get the confidence to try this scheme? When Nechka was alive, was she not scared that someone would realize that Nepeka wasn't...
That's certainly a possibility. The inscription she created would not only collect information related to Nechka. It's similar to graffiti. If you want to paint something new on a wall, it's possible that I was also one of her targets, which would explain why she was so willing to let me have this.
Whoa, and you still took it?
Well, you can't uncover the truth without taking some risks, right?
So you suspected her from the very...
Oh, no, she's my auntie after all. The most I did was keep the possibility and a corresponding plan in mind, and it was... But now that I look back on it, we still managed to rescue us. Anyway, I think we've just about summarized everything and praised each other enough. Everything is finally over.
So, what should I do now, Shilonen?
You should do whatever you like, of course. No one's going to lock you up anymore.
But everything I know is about Nechka. What she'd like to eat, which flowers. I'm not her. But I can only be like her. I don't know, Shilonen. I just don't know.
Oh, don't worry, Nepeka. The Blaze Gem inscription isn't working.
But I no longer remember anything about myself now besides my name. I'm scared, Shilonen. What should I do?
Oh, don't cry, Nepeka. Here, take this. I took some ore from Tlasol.
A Blaze Gem inscription! You can make them too?
Oh, of course not. It's just a pretty piece of stone. This is your first blessing. It has always protected you.
But I don't even remember.
Huh. I won't make any big promises and say everything will return to normal. I can only promise that no matter what the future holds, your name will never fade. You'll continue to grow. Your name is your starting. Remember your name, and every...
You can do it, Nepeka!
Thank you all.
If you really can't come up with what to do, We're from the same tribe after all. If nothing else works, I can always go to the elders and look up. And until then, you can stay at my workshop. I can handle another mouth to feed. Oh, I don't know if the plan will work. Well, rather than placing our hopes on a plan that relies... Well, anyway, enough about all that for now. Let me take Tlasoli back to the tribe first. Oh, gosh. I nearly forgot.
Huh? Oh.
Oh, good. Let's go. We have a lot of work to do. We have a very busy future ahead of us. Oh, and, one more thing. Happy birthday, Nepeka. Bring it! Oh, you're here. Everything's been taken care of now. I was just well, the tribe is still discussing that. I mean, not many of... What I do know is that Tlasoli's workshop... And as for the completed Blaze Gem inscription... Anyway, at least her ancient... Oh, and speaking of ancient names, I actually have some good... Now, once all the Blaze Gem inscriptions stop working, the Yeah, that's right. Huh. Wait, now that I think about it, in her now, Nichka really is gone. But everyone is... The tribe hasn't but that's for another time. For now, she should just rest. After all, she's got a busy future ahead of her.
Let the world collide!
One with nature, as one with wind and cloud.
Hear the echoes of the valley!
Let the mighty be humbled.
clouds high. The birds...
Let the mountain's veins boil!
Silence! An oversight on my... The tides beckon.
Bring it!
Add Astra. Thank you for Add Astra.